Hello YouTube, this is Stefan from Holland again. I'm going to show you some of my survival stuff. First, this is around my neck or attached to my belt or trousers with climbing gear. This is a very strong piece of rope, a shackle. I have my old model army survival knife, well, pocket knife actually, but this was the only knife we had in the army in my time. And then a whistle, also made of steel, and my fire steel. So this I carry with me together with my compass. It also has a mirror. And it's a fairly decent compass. I like it a lot. And it floats. I think that's important. Then I have this metal box, aluminum, and I carry with me some, I have to look for the name, potassium permanganate. It's a really dark purple, and if you use just a little in some water, you can disinfect the water. If you use a bit more, you can treat foot fungus, and if you use a lot, you can disinfect wounds. I have some pain medicine. I have water purification tablets. I have, this is for stomach acid. This is against diarrhea, because diarrhea will dehydrate you. Some alcohol pads. Our different style of purification, water purification tablets. A device to find out where you are if you have a map, or to help you find out where you are together with the compass. I have a very small button-sized compass in here. It's not all that accurate, but as long as it has the same mistake every time, you can still take directions from it and prevent moving around in circles. 2 big tampons to be used as a field dressing for wounds, of course. A device to remove ticks from your body. I have 2 American style piercing needles. They are called blades. They're very sharp. You can also use them as a scalpel. And I have a metal mirror with plastic cover still on it, so it won't scratch. Then I have this plastic box. It's waterproof, airtight. I call it my fish and fire. Smaller tampons, they are used as tinder. Another button-sized compass. A magnifying glass wrapped in plastic so it won't scratch. Here I have a small light, very bright by the way. I have my USB stick. This can also be in the other one if I'm not taking this one, or in my pocket. It has my medical history, last will and testimony, etc, etc. And 2 condoms. A larger tampon, for the same reason I have the larger tampons and the other one, as a field dressing for wounds. I have a very small pencil, not sharpened yet, and wrapped with duct tape. I have a very small Swiss army knife. It has a blade, a file, tweezers and toothpick. And I have an extra whistle and 2 safety pins. Here I have a lighter, and the lighter has a light also, and a magnesium block. Don't underestimate the magnesium block. They work quite well, not as a striker, but the magnesium works quite well. And here I have the tinder sticks, Maya sticks, fat wood, whatever you want to call them. It's 80% resin. You can scrape off some curls or make a feather stick, or use it as a really large match. They will light even when wet. Then I have here my fishing device. It has a float, it has some leads, it has a hook and some fishing line. I can use this for hobo fishing. A very small hook, by the way, so it's for very small fish. I have an extra float, and I have an extra hobo fishing device. A hook, some line, what I have here is some copper wire to make heavy repairs, fishing wire, of course, to fish or make smaller repairs. I have some lures I use fly fishing. They're called flies, of course. I have about 5 of these metal underlines for when there's like predatory fish in there, like pike, etc. I have about 10 tie ribs. They always come in handy. And I have a small box with some extra hooks, some extra lead, some beads, some attachment rings for the fishing line, for the fishing tackle. So that's about it. As I said, one on the person, one is in my coat pocket normally, and this one goes in my backpack. What I also like to bring is these capsules of carbon. They should help against diarrhea also, but also against a bit of poisoning if you ate something wrong. And you can also break them open, and there's carbon inside. You can put it on your hand, spit, rub, and then put it in your face. That's what we used to do for camouflage when I was in the army. Of course, that's a long time ago and all things have changed, but still very useful to take away the glare, etc. off your face. Okay, that's about it. Oh wait, no, not it. If I have the room, I bring 2 spices. This is cloves. And cloves, as you might know, they are very well for disinfecting, giving a bit of flavor to your stew or soup. And also, if you have a toothache, you can put a clove against your tooth inside your mouth, leave it there, and it will numb your tooth. So it's also a sort of a painkiller. And this one is the Chinese 5 spice. It has 40% of iron in it. Different spices, it's very strong, so use just a little amount. But if your meal is not tasting very well, just add a little of this and it will taste different, at least, to say at least. So these are 2 very useful spices and mix of spices that I find and that I bring with me if I have the chance. So this is not the perfect setup, but at this moment it's a perfect setup for me. You are different than me, so, and this might change in a while. You never know. So take care, and always keep in mind that it always starts with having some extra stuff with you to help you survive if things go wrong. Okay, take care, bye bye.